Ayo, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. So brother, I'm a one from the GMS London camp. Just got a quick video, man. It's basically just gonna be on how this universal basic income, which they've got, is going on in a couple countries now, and they're trying to get done in the UK as well. This is basically just an obvious lead up to the chip, man. Because I'll get into the article. I'll break it down as I go through, man. But it's on the Independent. It says Canadian province trials basic income for thousands of residents, and it says recipients say policy has already made huge difference in their lives. It says Canada is testing a basic income to discover what impact the policy has on unemployed people and those on low incomes. The province of Ontario is planning to give 4,000 citizens thousands of dollars a month and assess how it affects their health, well-being, earnings, and productivity. It is among a number of regions and countries across the globe that are now piloting the scheme, which see residents given a certain amount of money each month, regardless of whether or not they are in work. Well, it's funny because they've got the UK one there. It says half of Britain's back plan to pay all UK citizens basic income. Because over here, like, the funny thing is over here they already started switching to that universal system. Where they've the thing is over in the UK, what they've done is like, you used to get like different benefits like housing benefit, job seekers allowance, all kind of like separately, so you would get like more money. But then since the new thing they've put in is universal credit, where they put it all in one, so you get less money. And what it's been resulting in is basically a bunch of people are fucking getting kicked out of their yards because basically they're not receiving enough money now to even be able to have a place to stay. So they've basically just kind of fucked over everyone. And this what they're getting into, this universal basic income. That's probably what they can present as the solution, man. And this is basically a precursor to the chip, because this is more or less just gonna be like them basically saying, okay, look, we'll drop you the free money now, but then it'll be like, okay, it's gonna come to the point where, okay, if you want to continue getting this, then you're gonna have to take the chip. And that's why they're doing it in multiple places. They're likely gonna start doing it in the UK reasonably soon. They've started doing it in Canada, as this one shows, and Finland, I believe, was the first place to do it. It says, although it's too early for the Ontario pilot to deliver clear results, some of those involved have already reported a significant change. One recipient, Tim Button, said the monthly payments were making a huge difference to his life. He worked as a security guard before having to quit after a fall from a roof left him unable to work. It takes me out of depression, he says. I feel more sociable. The basic income payments have boosted his income by almost 60% and have allowed him to make plans to visit his family for Christmas. So it's the cure all, man. It's the solution. It's they're basically the way they're presenting it is as just like they can present the chip. I'll go into the Canada one as well, man, because basically exactly same kind of thing, man. It's on the Guardian. It says a basic income for everyone. Yes, Finland shows it really can work. Just realised nigga was on question time. It says in a speck of a village deep in the Finnish countryside, a man gets money for free each month. Almost 560 euros is dropped into his bank account with no strings attached. The cash is his as he wants to use. Who is his benefactor? The Helsinki government. The prelude to a thriller, perhaps, or some reality TV, but Juha Jarvinen's story is ultimately more exciting. He is a human lab rat in an experiment that could help to shape the future of the West. So imagine that, help to shape the future of the West. Well, it is, because it's leading to the chip, man. And the chip, that's a prophecy. That mark of the beast, that RFID chip. This is basically one of the ways they're going to sell it as well, man. Because right now, this is the people that are going to be most eager for it are people on the bottom. But then it's when everything gets fucked and all the lights turn out and no one's working, then everyone's going to be fucking clamoring for it, man. And these guys they're already on it. They're not even going to think about it. They'll be like, oh, I just take a chip. Okay, I'll get that. Bang. Insert that chip. And that's how they're programming and preparing the people for what's coming, man. It says, last Christmas, Jarvinin was selected by the state as one of 2,000 unemployed people for a trial of universal basic income. You may have heard of it, or the policy of literally giving people money for nothing. It's an idea that lights up the brains of both radical leftists and Silicon Valley plutocrats such as Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. And in a long slump that was followed the banking crash, is one of the few alternatives put forward that doesn't taste like a reheat. Yet hardly anyone knows what it might actually look like. For all the fuss, Finland is the first European country to launch a major dry run. It is not the purest universal basic income, which will give everyone, even billionaires, a monthly sum. Nor will Finland publish any results until the 2-year pilot is over at the end of 2018. Oh, wow. So that means basically this thing's... that's the end of 2018. Okay, so that's like another year. Well, it's been going on for like a year then. But probably they might even... they could even basically say, whilst it's going on, say, okay, well, we're going to have to basically... I have to track you or whatever, or say, okay, we're using a new technology, basically... there's multiple ways they could do it. They could start off saying, okay, if you use this app or something, start off with an app on a phone or something, and then just build it up towards the chip. But you know, it's evident what ESO's working towards, man. Because that basic income, like all of a sudden, like the thing is you can get them based on like, oh, as long as you're looking for a job. Now they're just gonna give it to you. That sounds exactly like the chip. And he says like the what did he say, the purest universal basic income, which would give everyone, even billionaires, a monthly sum. Where's that in the Bible? I don't know where that is in the Bible, man. Let me read this, man. Revelation 13:16, because you can see this. You line it up with the prophecies, and it becomes evident that this is obviously what they're heading towards, man. It says let me start from verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And yo, that's how it is out here. That image of the beast is being worshipped en masse, man. That's why all these people that are out in the system, in the beast system, they're already ready to receive the chip, man. They just need a good reason, man. Esau's basically just going to make a good reason for it. But these people out here are already ready to take the chip, man. They're already worshipping the beast. They're out there worshipping the so-called white man's image in them churches. Loving the white man's system. Getting into his homosexuality. All the things that are the image of the beast, man. Democracy. All this BS. You got niggas up in the democratic process, as they call it. Basically worshipping the so-called white man's way of life, man. So these guys are ready for the chip, man. Verse 16, it says, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So it's basically, it doesn't separate. So that's like it said, he said the true universal basic income. It doesn't matter if you're a billionaire or if you're on the bottom. Everyone gets it. And that's how it's going to be. All these guys that might have a little bit of dosh, but they're not the elites. These Bill Gates, these Jay-Z's or entertainers, all these guys that are not in the top upper ranks of it, they're gonna receive the mark as well. So then that's why you know this universal basic income is basically the same thing. It's in league with them, man. So that means, hey, very soon, this Esau's, the thing is they're gonna start. They've started it in Canada, as I read. They've started. Let me get. Yeah, they've started it in Canada. They've done it in Finland, which is like where they do a lot of stuff in Finland. And they've started it in Canada. So it's going to the US soon. It already says, the article's already here, where it's like in England they're basically looking for it as well. It says, yeah, universal basic income, half of Britain's back plan to pay all UK residents regardless of employment. These are surprising levels of support for the once radical welfare policy. So in the UK, a lot of people looking for it to come, man. So they're gonna bring it in, and then they're basically gonna start to bring, and it's gonna seem like, oh, the solution. Then it's gonna come. They're just gonna basically roll it in with a chip, man, along with various other technologies that are gonna roll in with the chip, man. That's basically it. The RFID is basically the culmination of multiple aspects of the elite's plans, man, coming together and putting them all into it, man. So, yo, that's let me get one more to end on, man. Because this is basically what all these people that are gonna take the chip. This is ultimately what they're saying to Esau, man, to the elites of Esau. It says Exodus 21 and it's at verse 5. It says, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him unto the judges, and he shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. So basically, this is about when you've got a Hebrew servant. I believe it was, yeah, Hebrew servant. It's like if he like you give him a wife of your household and he has kids. If he wants to go out, he's got to leave them. But if he loves the wife, and the kids, he's basically just gonna have, and his master, then he's basically gonna have to serve that guy forever. And that's what Esau's doing with the RFID chip, man. It's the same thing. Anyone that chip is basically the all. And anyone that says, look, man, I love Esau more than the Most High, then that's why these guys are gonna get roasted and toasted, man. After they take that, anyone that takes the mark, they're gonna have to taste in the fire, because these guys are basically saying, yo, Esau's my master, I love him, and they love what they have in the world, man. It says my wife and my kids, and that's what Yahushua said you had to forsake to be in this thing, man. You can't be putting your wife and your kids before Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. But hey, that's how you know all these things. Hey, the prophecies are coming to pass, and the RFID chip is evidently the mark of the beast. If anyone's saying it's not, then the laws, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua ain't dealing with them, man. Simple as that. But that's it, man. So prophecies passing swift. I'll leave it there. I'll say all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, double honors to the apostles and elders, GreatMillStone, man, and shalom.